Chapter 37. Joy. Hasty vows. When Lamech was now standing in front of with his family, he was not able to utter a word because of his greatest joy to be reunited with his 2 wives, his 2 sons, his favourite daughter, and her powerful husband. And he was like someone who is head over heels in love, as you are used to say, and out of sheer love was thus also not able to speak, to tell his beloved how dear she is to him. Only after a fairly long time, when the first storm of joy had abated a little, our Lamech was able to speak the following words. O Lord, you endlessly most loving, Holy Father, how should I, a worm in the dust before you, O God, thank you? How to laud you, praise and worship you for such endlessly much grace, since I'm not in the slightest way worthy of it. O you, my wives and children, how many nights have I not sighed and cried for you? But at the same time I was also full of bitter wrath against God, and tried in my most endless foolishness to take revenge on him, the Almighty, eternal Lord of infinity, for your sake. That is why I would have deserved from God nothing but an eternal, most severe punishment. But instead of chastising me most meritoriously, the Lord bestows such immeasurable grace on me that even the greatest, most perfect spirits themselves had to be thrilled. Most moderately I thus have to call with all my strength, O Lord, you most loving, infinitely holy Father, what do you want me that I should do, so that I could please you in some way for this your endless great grace? Here Hanoch said to Lamech, Listen, brother, you have spoken well to your family, to me, and before God. But there was something in it which was not in the order of the Lord. Behold, in your great fire of love you have, in a certain way, instructed the Lord that he should ask you for a sacrifice, that you then would bring him, and thereby want to show your gratefulness and be duly pleasing to God. It is right if you feel such an urge in you. But think about it. What if the Lord would ask you that you should sacrifice those who now have filled you with such fire of love and gratefulness for the Lord? Tell me, what would you do? Here Lamech was taken aback quite formidably, and had no answer to this question of great importance. But Hanoch at once said to Lamech, Listen, you, my beloved brother. This greatly surprises you, and you can find in your heart no answer to this question. But what if I tell you that if the Lord wants to ask far more from you than what I have mentioned to you in my question as a condition, then you had to do all these things with the most willing heart? For verily I say unto you, who cannot lose everything out of love for the Lord is not worthy of the Lord. Who on this earth loves his wife, his children, his brothers and his parents more than the Lord is not worthy of the Lord. Therefore everyone should examine his love quite thoroughly before taking a vow before the Lord. For if someone makes a free thanks offering promise to the Lord, and he then has regrets, when he is asked to make good on his promise. See, he surely is not in the least worthy of the Lord, and the Lord will do to such vow-maker in the same measure as he has executed his promised sacrifice to him. The Lord, however, will not put you to such a test. But nevertheless, you should know this, and consider in future quite well what you speak before God. For he is not to be joked with. Therefore think about it and consider it well. But now let us walk to your house, and then to the temple on the mountain. Amen.